Welcome to the Lap of Luxury. I'm Allison Morris. This week we go into the kitchen at Café Boulud with
Daniel Boulud,
Bludorn,
the chef de cuisine.
And what are we making today?
Oh, we're making two beautiful fish. First, a beautiful fluke, freshly caught this morning, cut in fillet, and the fillet are slightly cured for a few minutes, and then after they are cut in slivers.
With coriander crème fraîche, apples, and fresh, finely julienned ginger.
And then, of course, the lip of luxury, which is the uni in the middle, and finish with caviar.
The second dish, a freshly caught sea bass.
It's from Rhode Island, this one.
And it's about to become a Chef Boulud classic.
This dish, the Paupiette of sea bass, wrapped in crispy potato with a red wine sauce, was created in my youth. The dish is composed of three ingredients: the bass, the leeks, the potatoes, and a red wine sauce.
All right, two velouté, followed by endive salad and a meat.
In the kitchen at Café Boulud today, Chef is not only preparing two extraordinary fish dishes.
Good afternoon, everybody.
He's also getting ready for the Robb Report Culinary Masters at the Montage Laguna Beach next week. 3 days of delicious dining, wine, and golf with 8 world-class chefs, all to benefit Mentor, a foundation chefs Boulud, Thomas Keller, and Jerome Bocuse founded a decade ago.
There aren't a lot of culinary schools in America. They're very expensive, and so for kids, boys and girls that really want to get into the culinary field, Mentor has a wonderful grant program.
It's a great gathering of chefs and also passionate people about food and golf.
And it's an organization very close to his heart. Chef Boulud started working in a kitchen in Lyon, France as a teenager himself, and legend has it, he had never been inside a restaurant before.
No, it's not an urban legend. The first time I stepped in a real restaurant kitchen, that was the first time I went to a real restaurant.
He became passionate about cooking and also travel, moving to New York City in 1982, where he worked at the Polo Lounge with another rising star, Thomas Keller.
We were 27 years old.
Oh my gosh.
And we were both working side by side. And he was a chef de partie, I was a sous chef. So that was the only time in my life I was above Thomas Keller's rank.
In 1986, Chef Boulud was tapped to give Le Cirque new life.
I was taking maybe the most famous restaurant in America, and I was trying to make it even more famous with the food.
Tough job?
Very tough job, because if I had failed, I would have destroyed the most famous restaurant in America.
He succeeded, winning his first James Beard Award, creating the now famous sea bass en Paupiette, and another one of his classic dishes, sea scallops in black tie.
Sea scallop in perfect season, black truffle in perfect season, and it's layered of sea scallop and black truffle, wrapped in spinach leaves and then wrapped in puff pastry.
In 1992, Chef Boulud set out to create his own landmark, opening Daniel and winning another Beard Award. In 1998, he moved Daniel, opening Café Boulud. 3 years later, Chef opened DB Bistro Moderne and created the most gourmet burger New York had ever seen.
I created a burger with braised short ribs in red wine with truffles and root vegetables and foie gras in the middle of a burger.
For $150, you could add 4 layers of truffles.
But it was just magical. You will bite on this truffle and meat and short ribs.
Today, Chef Boulud runs 13 restaurants in 9 cities around the world. He's planning to open a new space at One Vanderbilt near Grand Central in a few years.
I'm excited to create something very different than all our restaurants, and yet I think French to begin with.
Good start.
Good start for me. But also something who I think is maybe a little more contemporary in its approach.
And he has his sights on a diner.
A diner, it's what it's the sort of social rendezvous of a village. And I think that would be cool if I do a little diner.
Whether it's a diner or Danielle, the mission is the same.
We try to be very genuine with what we do. We try to be very honest with what we do. We try to be very sort of creative, but you know, we don't want to be has-been, and we yet want to be consistent.
Thanks so much for joining us at Café Boulud. I'm Allison Morris. I'll see you next time on The Lap of Luxury.